And welcome back to the Nittany Nation Bowl Special. I'm Andrew Clay, and now, of course, we are joined by Alyssa Orange of, is it Pig Trail?
Pig Trail Nation.
Pig Trail Nation.
Yes.
You whomp them, right?
Yeah, something like that. Woo pig is what they say in Arkansas.
We're going to talk about that in just a minute. She is with Pig Trail Nation, as we just said, and we're going to break down this matchup between Arkansas and Penn State. And Alyssa, I want to ask you, is it as simple as this? Arkansas goes as KJ Jefferson goes.
It does now. You take Traylon Burks out of the mix, and so obviously KJ Jefferson is that focal point of the offense. I think you can look at their running backs with Dominique Johnson, Rocket Sanders. You can add Traylon Smith in there as well. Their offensive line, Sam Pittman is a former offensive line coach. He coached offensive lines at Georgia. You know that they have talent there. So I think between your running backs and KJ Jefferson, that's where you start.
Jefferson loves to draw contact, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's like a bulldozer, and he will run people over. He's that kind of quarterback.
What are his measurables?
Oh, well, gosh. I'm pretty sure he's like, 6'3", 240?
That's a big quarterback.
He's huge.
It's a fullback at quarterback.
Exactly.
Interesting season, the parallels between these two teams. Penn State, Arkansas, both ranked inside the top 10, both had really bad Octobers. Arkansas, though, is swinging back up, whereas Penn State kind of plateaued. Is Arkansas playing better now than they were, or is it just opponents?
I really think that they're playing better. I think we've seen a revolution of KJ Jefferson from the beginning. You look at the Rice game, and a lot of us were sitting in the press box like, what's going on? And then the way they beat Texas, and then they were able to win. Obviously, the Georgia game knocked them down a few pegs. I think it was a reality check for this team. The Auburn game didn't go their way, and then the Ole Miss, they lose on a 2-point conversion. But I also think that this team believes. I mean, you go into Alabama in Denny Bryant Stadium and you lose by 7. This Arkansas team was losing 52-0 to Alabama just years ago. So I think it's more of a belief on the way that they play. But Sam Pittman said it in his press conference. These are two different teams who have two different rosters right now when they face off on Saturday.
This is Arkansas's first trip to a bowl in 4 years, correct?
Since 2016.
Since 2016. Do you get that kind of energy from this team, a team that's really jazzed to be here?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you look at these seniors who are super seniors, and this is their first time ever having any kind of experience like this, and they're soaking it all in. I mean, they are not taking for granted the fact that not only have they not gone to a bowl game since 2016, but they just haven't been very good. And we can say that because they know that. Those 2-10 seasons with Chad Morris were really, really bad. And so for Sam Pittman to step in 2 years as the head coach in year 2 and be an 8-4 team, this team is just loving it, and they're hoping this is that next step for the program.
Now, we look at this team. We mentioned KJ Jefferson.
Yeah.
Who's another name we need to know?
Well, we talked about Tyson Morris in the press conference. He showed up, and now that Traylon Burks is gone, I know Penn State's doing the same thing. You look at the drop-off between Traylon Burks, 61-plus catches on the year, over 1,000 yards. The next best guy on the receiving corps is Tyson Morris with just 21 catches, 300 yards. So that's a huge drop-off there. I think you need to look at Dominique Johnson. We talked about him and the running back, but really the linebackers. You've got Grant Morgan, Bumper Pool, and Hayden Henry, who are all seniors in that linebacking core, and Grant Morgan will hit you. Look out for number 31 running around on defense.
Now, I want to wrap this up here, the hit aspect.
Okay.
I don't know if it was the full cast that made the whomping thing popular. What is the deal with the whomping thing and all the pig Sue calls? What is
Sure.
Give me quick history on this.
Well, I think the whomping thing was just this year the way that KJ Jefferson he's not going to fake slide. He's not going to slide. He literally will whomp you. He will run over you. And then the woo pig suey has been around. That is an Arkansas thing. And you call the Hogs, woo pig suey Razorbacks. I am not an Arkansan. I had to learn it when I got there 9 years ago, but it's their thing. It stands them apart, the Razorbacks.
There you go. She's Alyssa Orange with Pig Trail Nation. Alyssa, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, that's fun. Thanks.
Okay, when we come back, Anderlee's back here on set as we wrap up our show. You're watching the Nittany Nation Bowl Special.